The lone undefeated team in the West Catholic Athletic League is Serra as they take on Bellarmine at Patrick Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium. Will the Padres get their fourth straight win in conference and their ninth overall? You'll find out next. Welcome to Patrick Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of Bellarmine College Preparatory in San Jose for this number 3 in the Bay Area, according to the San Francisco Chronicle, the Serra Padres against number 4, Bellarmine. I'm Chris Babcock, and happy Tuesday to you. Well, the Padres have been playing some great basketball. They have won 8 games in a row, and they are the lone undefeated team in conference. Let's look at those conference standings. 3 games in, and you can see the Padres are 3-0 and 11-2 overall, and they have won, as we mentioned, 8 straight games. Those games have been fairly close. They've won by less than an average of 6 points, and their last game, they got a win against Sacred Heart, 69-62. So Bellarmine got a big win, a big road win against Mitty after suffering a tough loss on our last game here on NorCal Sports TV to St. Francis. They got the win over Mitty. They made their free throws. They got great contributions off the bench. And to get a win on the road is very promising for the Bells. We had a chance to catch up with Bellarmine coach Patrick Schneider. The Wild Crazy Athletic League. I think that's what I text you on Friday night. You got Serra, the only undefeated team left, and wow, you played 3 games. Big matchup against the Padres tonight.
Yeah, huge. I mean, for us, it's climbing into a tie for first place or being 2 games out, having lost to the team that would be undefeated. So, yeah, it's a really big game. They're playing really well on both ends of the floor. They're spacing it, spreading it, attacking it, and doing a great job harassing the ball.
Harassing the ball. Sounds like a legacy left behind, even though he's just taken a year off, of Chuck Rapp. And I know you guys have competed against each other. I texted him today, and he's got the link to the game, so he might be critiquing both of us tonight.
He's smarter than both of us.
No, yes, I agree.
Chuck, I think I was talking to the freshman coaches from Serra earlier this afternoon, and Chuck is just so glad of how well they're playing. And it's stressful enough to take the year off, but then to take the year off like he did a few years ago and have the team struggle and feeling responsible for that, I think he's been really gratified by how well they're playing.
Well, we've got the big game, number 3 in the Bay Area versus number 4 Bellarmine, coming up on NorCal Sports TV. Always nice catching up.
An insurance advisor who values relationships, integrity, and the ability to solve problems. Your total cost of risk affects your profitability. We believe that creative insurance solutions will improve your business, and we believe that you deserve the best. Our clients benefit from competitive, sophisticated insurance and risk management solutions. Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers team of professionals consist of individuals with a wide range of expertise, many of who are considered regional and national leaders in their respective fields. Please contact them at 408-288-6262, 408-288-6262. Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers, greater stability and confidence ahead.
So a little history of these teams and their matchups. Since 2005, Serra holds a 23-16 edge over the Bells. But up until last year, February 5th of 2019, The Bells had won 7 in a row. Serra got the overtime win here at Patrick Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium. And that streak went from 2016 to 2019. The last win for the Bells was January 16th to bring that winning streak to 7. Prior to that, Serra had won 11 in a row, and that dated back to 2012. Serra had won 15 out of the previous 17. 12 of the 39 games have been decided by 4 points or less, and 19 of the games have been decided by 9 or less points. So Brian Carson, the head coach, stepping in, as we mentioned, talking to Coach Snyder for longtime Serra coach Chuck Rapp. And we actually did his game last year. It wasn't very good for Serra as they lost to Campalindo in the D2 NorCal finals. But Coach Rapp, high school basketball misses you. We look forward to you getting back. But first, let's get your hip all healed up. But he's had quite a run at Serra, and his team here will mirror as these coaches, and Brian Carson has been on the staff since 2007. So wanted to just say hello to Coach Rapp. But 3 WCAL titles, 2 NorCal titles, and a CIF title in 2016. So we're expecting a really good basketball game here tonight. And the Bells, what I was impressed with in the game against Mitty, they were 13 of 16 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. This is after bricking free throws against St. Francis. So, and as well as getting points off the bench. They outscored Mitty off the bench 31-9. And for Serra, they've got balanced scoring. Abeda averages 11 points. Wilson averages 10. Kutso Georges, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, he averages 10. And Alcantara averages 11. So 4 of their 5 starters are in double figures, but 11 points, 10 points. That's a coach's dream and an opponent coach's nightmare, because who do you defend when you have that balanced scoring? And for the Bells, Quinn Decker had a nice game, 17 points, 13 points in the second half against Mitty. And Kyle Lewis had 14 off the bench, and Ryan Kianchin had 11 and 9 rebounds. So we just got done with the pregame warm-ups, and we'll have the pregame more here from Patrick Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium for this 4th game in the West Coast Athletic League. Our officials tonight are Paul Clay, Mike McCoy, and Eric Taylor. And we'll give you the keys to the game. This is from the coaches after the announcements.
Featuring the fathers of Serra and your Bellarmine Bells. Bellarmine and Serra, along with the other teams of the WCAL, are committed to making sportsmanship a top priority. We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators conduct themselves in a respectful manner both on and off the court this evening. Please refrain from negative comments towards any players, coaches, officials, or other spectators. Also, please respect the integrity and decisions of tonight's game officials. Anyone who cannot conduct themselves in accordance with the standards set by the CIF, CCS, and WCAL may be removed at the gym at any time. At this time, we ask that you please stand and join us for a prayer led by Senior Jared Tam.
Teach me to serve you as you deserve, to give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest, to labor and not to ask for reward. Set them knowing that I do your will. St. Ignatius of Loyola, pray for us.
Please remain standing for the national anthem. of Serra.
Now the starting lineups first, as announced by Brian Carson, the Serra Padres. Now for Bellarmine, as announced by head coach Patrick Schneider.
And now the starting lineup for your Bellarmine Bells, coached by Patrick Schneider, assisted by Alan Surratt, Alfred Duncan, Chris Lecker, managed by Marcus Ponce, Joseph Ponce, and Parker Sorrell. At guard, 5'11" senior from St. Christopher, number 13, Anthony Piro.
So those are the lineups for both teams. Kutsa, gorgeous. We'll try to get that right. Keys to the game, according to Coach Carson, sharing the ball. Pressure the ball on D and play fast, but in control. For Coach Schneider, contain, bounce to contest threes, rebound, be ball tough and physical, especially with your screens, and get great shots. We're going to be underway here from Patrick Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium. And the Padres in their blue uniforms with the tip. Wilson with the basketball. He gets it back, 20 on the shot clock. Wilson along the baseline, going through the Bellarmine defense. But the layup by Alcantara misses, and Kianchin with the layup, and then Elam runs the floor but misses a layup. And the Padres will come the other way. Padres, winners of 8 in a row. Showing patience on defense, constant movement. 10 on the shot clock. Abeda. A lot of dribbling. I believe that ball went off his thigh, and that's a turnover for the Padres. Denker, Ruth, Piro, Kianchin, and Elam, the starters for the Bells. 12-1, 2-1 in the East in the WCAL. And Denker and the Bellarmine Bells lead by 3. Denker 17 points, as we mentioned, 5 assists and 13 points, all in the second half. Post test to Schumann, and then he gets it over to Beta, and he hits the baseline jumper, and it's 3-2. Bell sharing the ball around the three-point arc. Ruth attacks the basket, and it's a held basketball and to stay with the Bells. Ruth only scored 5 points against Mitty, but a great play to get a loose ball, call a timeout, and it really led to a run that just propelled the Bells to the win over Mitty. And sometimes in basketball or athletics, it's doing the small things. Kianchin with the post touch, and he's fouled by Schumann. And Kianchin at the free throw line. Battling the flu bug last week, averaging just above 11 a game, 6 rebounds. Just a junior. Good sign for him early on, making his first free throw. Splits the free throws, and it's 4-2 in the Padres basketball, and the Bells will pick up full court. Bad pass. Not a bad thought, but a bad location for that pass, and it's another turnover for the Padres. 2 early turnovers so far. 1992, I lived on Alameda de las Pulgas, just above Serra High School. Elbow jumper by Denker doesn't go, and it's saved by the Padres. Oh, Wilsonberger, served back hot by Kianchin. The Bells have numbers. But then Denker with an out-of-character bad pass, and it's a turnover for the Bells. 2 Wilsonberger served back in consecutive possessions. Kianchin with 2 block shots, and if you're just joining us and you don't know what a Wilsonberger is, it's a block shot. Do they go for 3? Wilson with the basketball. Damon Lewis just checking in the game for the Padres. Nice effort by Alcantara. Don't succeed the first time, try again, and he did, and we're all tied up at 4. Kianchin, jump hook, front rim. Good defense by Schumann of not trying to block the shot, keeping his hands straight up and vertical. Abeda had 15 in the last game for the Padres. That's what happens when you bring the ball down low, and we've got a lot of turnovers early on here in San Jose. Lewis over to Wilson. Back rim, Denker with a board. That three is long, which ends up being a long rebound and a potential easy shot the other way. In and out. Schumann tries to get the offensive rebound. Who's going to get on the floor? And Lewis comes up with it. Coach Carson yells out of play, and the Padres will reset. Nice drive to the basket, but Kianchin scoops up the rebound. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us here on NorCal Sports TV. Once again, the streaming home of Bellarmine basketball this season. Elam, Denker trying to seal down low. Pirro, heartbreak. Schumann with another board. And it's another turnover for the Padres. The teams are playing some defense, but it's really just both teams are being sloppy with the basketball. Brady Smith checks into the game. Javon Jesus checks in as well for the Padres. Denker for three. Doesn't go. Ajake with a rebound. The putback. Working hard on the boards. And we were at that 4 mark, and it's another turnover for the Padres. And then what we see so often in high school or any level, you are frustrated by turning the basketball over, and you don't go next play, and you reach in, and it's a foul. Second team foul for the Padres. The jockey with the basketball. Dupree to Kyle Lewis had a nice game off the bench for Coach Snyder against Mitty. Elam. Dupree. Shot doesn't go. And I think we've got a foul trying to get some positioning on Brady Smith. A sophomore call for the foul, and it's a third team foul for the Padres. Dupree, wide open three. Little mini 5-0 run for the Bells. Nice press break by the Padres, but the layup doesn't fall, and here come the Bells. Lewis had 14 points and 8 rebounds off the bench. Skip pass to Denker. Back rim. Rebound by Smith. And Lewis will bring up the basketball. Good help defense by Elam. Cuts off the dribbler. 15 on the shot clock. And it's counted. Damon Lewis working strong along the basket. He's fouled. Josh Wolf Bloom checks in for Elam. Also in the game for Serra's Nussi Malani. And the Padres get the missed free throw. Wide open look for Smith. 21-footer goes 23. Lewis with the basketball. About a 5-second differential. Shot clock to play clock. Shot clock's at 20. Eight. Dunker, he's fouled, and he counts! The desperation three goes, and he's fouled, and a chance for the 4-point play. Jesus with the foul, and Denker with a chance for the 4-point play. And front rim on that free throw. The Bells so far are 1 of 3 from the free throw line. And it's 12-6. Bellarmine, you're watching Bellarmine basketball on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers. Bellarmine basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Levitt Pacific Insurance. Greater stability and confidence ahead. Douglas Landscape Construction is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Go Bells. American Asphalt, taking care of business in the Bay Area for over 35 years. Pave the planet. NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, 5-day overnight camp for 4th and 12th graders. Register now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to NorCalSportsTV.com/camp for all the details. Straight Sports, official uniform provider of the 2020 All NorCal Games. Stand out from the rest. StraightSports.com. Straight Sports, custom uniforms. So we're back. The Bells lead Serra 12-6. We were locked on 4-all, and then the Bells closed the quarter with a 8-2 run. A lot of turnovers. And unless it's in a bakery, no one's a fan of turnovers. And then we've got a illegal screen on Schumann, just getting back into the game. The Padres with their original starting lineup until Jesus checks in for Schumann, who's got now 2 fouls. The Padres have 5 team fouls. Scoring, Abeda 2, Lewis 2, Alcantara 2. Another turnover for the Bells. Denker with 6, Dupree with 3. A jockey with 2, Denker wide open 3, back rim. Nice hustle with the deep offensive rebound. The Denker attacks and finishes. Turnovers, Serra with 5, Bellarmine with 2. Cole Despy will check in the game, and returning will be Ryan Kianchin for the Bells. 14-6 here from San Jose. Tuesday night, West Coast Athletic League basketball. Back rim by Wilson, and the Bells are controlling the glass and then some tonight. Lead 14-6. Nice back cut. Denker with the assist. A jockey with the power layup. He's got 4 off the bench. And that's what helped propel the Bells with their win over Mitty, outscoring the Monarchs 31-9. And then we've got a reach in, and Jesus will be at the free throw line. That was the last assist from Denker to Jockey. Lewis, jockey doing a good job off the bench. Splits the free throws. And we've got a timeout. You're watching Bellarmine basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
An insurance advisor who values relationships, integrity, and the ability to solve problems. Your total cost of risk affects your profitability. We believe that creative insurance solutions will improve your business, and we believe that you deserve the best. Our clients benefit from competitive, sophisticated insurance and risk management solutions. Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers team of professionals consist of individuals with a wide range of expertise, many of them who are considered regional and national leaders in their respective fields. Please contact them at 408-288-6262, 408-288-6262. Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers, greater stability and confidence ahead.
After the timeout, Bells basketball. Decker to Dupree. Decker's putting the ball in the basket and is sharing the ball with his teammates. 19-7. Abeda with the basketball. Good restraint that time by the Bells of not fouling in the paint. Decker, drive and kick. Back rim. Nice rebound by Wolf Bloom, and then he turns it over, and it's a 3-on-1 situation. And the Padres miss the bunny layup. Alcantara with the offensive rebound. He's fouled and get a couple of free throws. Damon Lewis will check in for Serra. And Ian Elam about to check in. Lewis checks in for Wilson. And the Padres split free throws. Serra's 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The Bells 1 of 3. Serra has yet to hit a 3. The Bells a 3 of 9. Despy will go to the free throw line. Abeda with the foul. 16 foul for the Padres. Makes the first. Pirro checks in for Denker. And then Josh Wolf Bloom will check in for Jackson Dupree. Dupree, Pirro, Despy, Elam, and Kianchin. The Bells get the offensive rebound, but then turn it over. Padre basketball. And then the Bells will switch into a zone defense. Skip pass. Nice pass. Kutsa Gorgeous with the assist. Jesus with the layup. It's 20-10. Ball stays with the Bells. Milani back into the game. And Alcantara will take a seat on the Padres bench. Nice chance to introduce myself and talk to Brian Carson before the game. Didn't want to bug him. He says, hey, the hay's in the barn. Speaking of the barn, Bloom goes right through the key, gets the offensive rebound and the putback. And the Bells are dominating on the glass. Kianchin with his third Wilsonberger. But good job by the Padres of getting back on defense. Luke Bidinos checks in. He had 8 points off the bench in the win against Sacred Heart. Piero, nice offense. Little triangle. And we've got a timeout on the floor. You're watching Bellarmine basketball on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers. So Coach Carson, with the timeout, wants to keep things connected. The largest lead of the game is 14, which it is right now. It was 19-7, but then the Padres have been sloppy with the basketball, and it hasn't been some crazy defense by the Bells. They've been in the right place in the right time a lot of times, but I think they would slow down a little bit. The old John Wooden, be quick but don't hurry, might bode well for them. 24-10 here from Patrick Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium. Kutso Gorgeous goes through the trees and gets another shot blocked. 4-team Wilsonbergers. That's a 4 and a team Wilsonbergers for the Bells. Kianchin call for the player control. Here's an example. If we've got this on replay, make this pass to a teammate and then go and cut to the basket. You've got position. When the big fellas have the ball on the floor, it's like me going to buffet. You're going to get attracted the defense. Make that pass, cut to the basket. Speaking of cutting to the basket. Another missed layup by the Padres. Malani was called for the foul on the rebound. And the Bells doing a good job of when they're in the paint, except when they're rejecting shots, they're getting good position and getting straight up vertical with the hands. And Serra has missed a lot of shots in the paint. A jockey at the free throw line. 17 foul on the Padres. And he earns another one. 25-10. And talking to Mitch Stevens last night, asking me about the WCAL and the EBAL. I'm an East Bay Athletic League guy, coached at Monte Vista, love that league. Talked about how fans show up for every game. Well, it's not hard for me to look like a bozo. I appeared one in many school plays, but here's another chance where I thought we'd have a bigger crowd tonight. But we'll move on. We're here, and that's all that matters. But another missed field goal by the Padres. Bells sharing the basketball. Pass, cut, skip pass to Denker. Scans the floor. Gets caught up in the air and hits the acrobatic shot, and it's 28-10. And then the Padres nearly turn it over again. Lewis checks in for Pirro. And Julius Alcantara back into the game for Coach Carson. Been on the staff since 2006-2007 season. Familiar with the tradition of Padre basketball. And then the ball's loose on the floor, and Ruth is called for the foul, only the 15th foul on the Bells. Jesus inbounds. Kutsa Gorgeous, and Lewis swats that out of the air, and it's out of bounds. Coach Schneider having a quick conversation with one of the officials. I would imagine it's about screening down in the paint. Bidinos throws it off a bell. And they'll reset for the inbound play. Lob to Alcantara. Turnaround jumper nearly breaks the backboard from 7 feet, and Lewis will run. And he's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. The Padres had the defense of the Bells off balance, but then slight hesitation, and the too violent of a shot turns into a long rebound and a near transition layup. Lewis is fouled. He makes the first, and we're looking with a made free throw, a 20-point game, back rim. Milani, no one's going to take the ball from him with the defensive board. The Bells will continue to press. They've just kept the Padres off balance. They've only scored 4 points this quarter. Another missed shot in the paint. You might want to check if there's a cap on that thing. Denker breaks down the defense. A shot he's probably screwed around in this gym 50,000 times, and it's a 21-point game. The Padres have won 8 in a row coming into this game. And all of the games are 7 or less points, except for a 24-point blowout they had. And another turnover by Serra. They look like the team that we covered against Campolindo in the NorCal D2 final. A 4-point quarter and answered by a 19-point quarter for the Bells, with another opportunity here to really twist the knife. They're working for the last shot, but they're not standing around. They're trying to attack the basket, keep it in motion. Good defense by the Padres. Jesus steps right in there, and Coach Snyder wasn't happy with that possession. And it's 31-10 as the Padres are outscored 19-4 in the second quarter. You're watching Bellarmine basketball. Oh, there's the band. We're going to let this go for a little bit. That's how you know. I won't ruin your ears. That's the Bellarmine Band, the director Diane Wyant, and one of the reasons of many that we come here to cover games for NorCal Sports TV. You're watching Bellarmine basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
An insurance advisor who values relationships, integrity, and the ability to solve problems. Your total cost of risk affects your profitability. We believe that creative insurance solutions will improve your business, and we believe that you deserve the best. Our clients benefit from competitive, sophisticated insurance and risk management solutions. Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers team of professionals consist of individuals with a wide range of expertise, many of who are considered regional and national leaders in their respective fields. Please contact them at 408-288-6262, 408-288-6262. Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers, greater stability and confidence ahead.
Bellarmine basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Levitt Pacific Insurance. Greater stability and confidence ahead. Douglas Landscape Construction is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Go Bells. American Asphalt, taking care of business in the Bay Area for over 35 years. Pave the planet. NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, 5-day overnight camp for 4th and 12th graders. Register now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to NorCalSportsTV.com/camp for all the details. Straight Sports, official uniform provider of the 2020 All NorCal Games. Stand out from the rest. StraightSports.com. Straight Sports, custom uniforms. And 1, 2-1 in the East in the WCAL, and Denker 13 points all in the second half. Post test to Schumann by the Padres. Oh, Wilson with a out of character bad pass, and it's a turnover for the Bells. Damon Lewis just checking in the game for the Padres. Nice effort. Denker for 3. Doesn't go. Ajake with a rebound. The putback. And it's a third team foul for the Padres. Dupree, wide open 3. 15 on the shot clock. And it's counted. 8. Denker, he's fouled, and he counts! Back rim. Nice hustle with the deep offensive rebound. The Denker attacks and finishes. Lead 14-6. Nice back cut. Denker with the assist. After the timeout, Bells basketball. Denker to switch into a zone defense. Skip pass. Nice pass. Didn't want to bug him. He says, hey, the hay's in the barn. Piero, nice offense. Look. Kutsa Gorgeous and Lewis. You might want to check if there's a cap on that thing. Denker breaks down the defense. A shot he's probably, but they're not standing around. They're trying to attack the basket, keep it in motion. Good defense. So we're back here at Patrick Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium, and somebody that I rely on very heavily to prepare for these games. He writes stories that I'm able to kind of be at the game, even though I'm nowhere near the game. And his preview for Prep to Prep Sports was as in-depth as you'll see for anybody, and that's with Ethan Castle. And Ethan, so far the game hasn't lived up to what we thought it was going to be, but what are some things Serra could do in the second half?
They're going to have to try to go back to the drawing board offensively. Bellarmine's defending them so well. The way Elam's negated Alcantara has just been phenomenal, and Alcantara's been such a key for them. That being said, with how balanced Serra is, there are going to be ways for the Padres to find someone. They just need, get Brady Smith open for a couple shots, get a couple steals, and get Bidnos in transition. Any of that. They don't have to rely on one particular guy, which makes them so tough to prepare for. They just need someone to hit a couple shots in a row, and then we're talking again.
All right, so give me some updates of some scores around the West Catholic Athletic League.
Just down the road, it's Reardon taking care of business, up 42-17 at Valley Christian at half. Both teams shorthanded for that one. Crusaders without center Morsek or point guard Bryce Monroe. Valley Christian with probably half the team sick. Illness has been running around the campus there. Up north in the Sunset District, game with tons of sophomores on the floor. St. Francis with a 26-20 lead over St. Ignatius. And it's Midi up 44-34 at half at Sacred Heart Cathedral. That game living up to the billing as an offensive shootout. So right now, the only home team in front right here, Bellarmine. We've seen road teams play well so far in this league, and it's no different tonight.
Ethan, we appreciate your coverage. Follow him on Twitter. Read his stories. You're watching Bellarmine basketball on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Levitt Pacific Insurance.
An insurance advisor who values relationships, integrity, and the ability to solve problems. Your total cost of risk affects your profitability. We believe that creative insurance solutions will improve your business, and we believe that you deserve the best. Our clients benefit from competitive, sophisticated insurance and risk management solutions. Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers team of professionals consist of individuals with a wide range of expertise, many of them who are considered regional and national leaders in their respective fields. Please contact them at 408-288-6262, 408-288-6262. Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers, greater stability and confidence ahead.
We're here at halftime as the Bells lead Serra 31-10, scoring, well, not much for Serra. Lewis has a field goal. Alcantara has a three. Actually, that was an old-fashioned three-point play. Abeda with two for the Bells. Denker with 12. A jockey with 6 off the bench. Dupree with 6. So if you're Serra, you're not going to get back into this game with one shot. You're going to get back with getting stops and possessing the basketball a little bit more. They have committed 7 turnovers. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us here on NorCal Sports TV, and appreciate Ethan Cassell coming in and update us on scores, and appreciate what that young man does in riding. Denker with the assist. Kianchin with the layup. Great possession to start the second half for the Bells. Bench points, Bellarmine with 16, Serra with 5. So that means their starters have only scored 5 points. Four on the shot clock, desperation time for the Padres. And another block shot. And a shot clock violation. Pirro, the senior, with the block shot. I think that's about the 6th block shot for the Bells tonight. Elam, triple threat position. Kianchin from downtown, back rim. Long rebound, goes to the Bells. And Denker will get the ball at the Bellarmine logo. Denker off with that shot. Wilson with the basketball. Weave action for the Padres. Little step back jumper doesn't go. And Elam with another rebound. I was sad today for about 15 minutes. Parked at Original Joe's out in front in San Jose. Was looking forward to the burger, doing some prepping. And then the door says they're not open until 4. Kianchin! And if that's the worst thing that's happened to me in the last 90 days, that I'm living a charmed life. 25-point lead for the Bells. Schumann misses, and the drought continues for the Padres. 3-on-1. Decker with the layup. 37-10. And we've got a timeout on the floor. You're watching Bellarmine basketball on NorCal Sports TV. Bellarmine basketball on NorCal Sports TV is brought to you in part by Levitt Pacific Insurance. Greater stability and confidence ahead. Douglas Landscape Construction is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Go Bells. American Asphalt, taking care of business in the Bay Area for over 35 years. Pave the planet. NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, 5-day overnight camp for 4th and 12th graders. Register now with a $99 deposit and earn $100 off camp enrollment. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details. Straight Sports, official uniform provider of the 2020 All NorCal Games. Stand out from the rest. StraightSports.com. Straight Sports, custom uniforms. So right around the 4-minute mark, it was 20-10. It's been a 17-0 run for the Bells. Kianchin with the rebound. Denker breaks down the defense. And it was that easy. And the drought is over, 39-12 with the field goal. Kianchin down low. There's where you belong, big fella. Throw that extra pass. Get set up in the paint. Easy pickings. So, Javon Jesus with the field goal snaps a long run by the Bells. Bad pass across the key. Denker with the easy steal. He's got 16. Front rim. Nice rebound by Josh Wolfbloom, and he kicks it back up to his teammate. And the Bells will run a little offense. And Denker turns it over, gets caught up in the air, and Coach Snyder will sub. Eighth block shot. And Kiancha didn't even have to leave his feet. It was like Kramer's karate class here, Seinfeld reference. Kiancha just standing around waiting for you, and then they block it. Elam and Kiancha team up along the baseline. Brady Smith checks in, the sophomore for the Padres. Nice press break. And the flush! Kianchin with the two-hand rip. And then the Bells will go into a 2-3 defense. Steal by Bloom. And he lays it up. And then we've got another timeout on the floor. So, like to thank our partners, Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers, Douglas Landscape Construction, American Asphalt, taking care of business in the Bay Area for over 35 years. This is my 17th season, Bobby Mack, with the American Asphaltians, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, and Straight Sports. Without them, we can't bring you these games live, multi-camera, instant replay. And once again, the Bellarmine Band. Our next game here for Mitty, or our next game for Bellarmine, that's going to be a letter, is they'll be hosting Archbishop Mitty on January 31st. The time is, am I going to give Luis a check? Now he's made 2 mistakes, and I've made 201, so I'm still ahead. They play Mitty at 7:30 on January 31st. Will that be a couple of days before a 49er Super Bowl? You'll find out on Sunday. Back to basketball, 45-12. 2-3 zone. And the Padres can't solve it. Kianchin with another board. Kyle Lewis has checked into the game, along with Josiah Ajake. And you bring the ball down low, and it's a held basketball. But this is, when you get the ball in the paint, you become average when you bring the ball down to your waist, because all the guys that you're bigger than you're stronger than, equal that when the ball is down. Keep it up, chest high, finish strong in the basket. 45-12, Bells. Up until Serra beat the Bells in overtime last year in February, Bellarmine had won 7 in a row, if you're just joining us. This rivalry, I believe, I could be wrong, send your letters to your local senator, I believe goes back to 1946. Now, they've been playing in the same league, which originally is the Cal League, for 64 years. Good ball movement by the Padres, but another missed field goal in the paint. For more than 11 minutes, the Padres have scored, and I can do this math, 2 points. And I'll guarantee you the game over at Serra will be much different than this. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Strong move. Alcantara with the power layup, and it's with the field goal. They're not coming down and chucking threes. I mean, they're working their offense. They're getting ball into the paint. They're just not finishing. He did. Dupree playing well without the basketball. And the Bells sharing the basketball. Nice steal. Nice pass up court. That's how you fundamentally do it. When you have a teammate and the next dead ball, we'll go back to that replay. When you push the ball, you want the ball to land on your free throw line, right around that free throw line. And it does, and it's an easy catch and layup. Fundamentals. 49-14, closing seconds of the third quarter here in San Jose. Lewis shimmy and shake, but forgot his luggage. Ball tipped out of bounds. That is what they call in tennis an unforced error. Nice cut to the basket by Lewis, and he's awarded. (51-14). You're watching Bellarmine basketball on NorCal Sports TV.
An insurance advisor who values relationships, integrity, and the ability to solve problems. Your total cost of risk affects your profitability. We believe that creative insurance solutions will improve your business, and we believe that you deserve the best. Our clients benefit from competitive, sophisticated insurance and risk management solutions. Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers team of professionals consist of individuals with a wide range of expertise, many of them who are considered regional and national leaders in their respective fields. Please contact them at 408-288-6262, 408-288-6262. Levitt Pacific Insurance Brokers, greater stability and confidence ahead.
So since the 4-minute mark in the second quarter, Bellarmine has outscored Serra 31-4. So if you're Coach Carson right here, you want to have a solid quarter. Something to put on film, to go into practice tomorrow and have a little energy. Put together some possessions. I don't know if they're ever going to let NorCal Sports TV into the same building that they're in. Jesus with 5, Alcantara with 5 for Bellarmine. Denker with 16, Dupree with 10, Keonchin with 9. Denker loses it. Keonchin on the floor. We've got a scrum. And the Padres end up with the basketball. Alley, but no oop, and it's another turnover. The last time Serra lost was back on December 14th. They lost in 4 overtimes to the Division I NorCal champion Logan, 60-58. Elam squares and hits the 3. 40-point game. High post entry for the Padres. And an opportunity for some Bellarmine reserves to get some quality PT nearly the entire fourth quarter. Pretty move by Keonchin. Gets Maani up in the air. And then goes up strong. But I'd like to see him keep that ball up chest level. Not bring it down. And we've got a running clock. Justice Fields. Dimitri Kutsagorgis has checked in. Chris Garcia. For Bellarmine, Cole Despy, Kianchin with the rebound. No Akeem, the junior's in, and then Coach Snyder will call the 30-second timeout to allow for the substitutions. Zach Turner into the game for Kianchin. Our next game for Bellarmine will be Friday, January 31st. It'll be a jammed, packed house here at Patrick Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium. That game time will be 7:30, but maybe we'll have a pregame show that starts at 7 nevertheless. On Friday, Bellarmine goes to Reardon, and Serra will play Valley Christian. Inbound to Despy. Akim, a crowd favorite, hits the three just like Coach Snyder drew it up. Garcia, air ball. Bells with the basketball. Despy. Dallas. Rodericks. Nice patience by the Bells. Wing jumper doesn't go, but the Bells get the offensive rebound, but then Despy steps on the sideline. Matthew Oliveira Kilman into the game for the Padres, along with Justin Anderson. Garcia with the basketball. Cam with the turnover. The one-handed rip attempt doesn't go by Turner. And I think Coach Snyder appreciated that. Turner, the junior, running the floor and having the confidence to go up and attempt the one-handed dunk. High post entry to Myers, just checking into the game. And another Wilsonberger served back hot by the Bells. Roderick misses the layup. Kilman attacks. Turnover, Despy lays it up. We've got a held basketball, and it'll stay with the Padres. Diego Abaya will check in for the Padres. High post entry, little triangle offense for the Padres, but that shot is very long. Akim with the basketball. And appreciate the way the Bells reserves have played coming in. They're not just chucking up shots. They're working the offense. That's how you build trust with your coach. You come in, jacking shots, and turn over the basketball. Those opportunities are going to be slim and none. Julian Dallas with the layup. The juniors on the scoreboard. And we've got a foul. That's only the second team foul for the Bells. Only one for Serra. When people, well, they don't pick up the newspaper as much as they used to. When they see this story or the score online, they're going to be, no way. Despy with the basketball. Rodricks. Turner. And it's 65-14. And now no one is undefeated anymore in WCAL play as the Bells with a strong performance and beat the Padres 65-14. But a nice performance by the Bells, getting everybody an opportunity to play in the game. And that bodes well for when you roll out the basketballs and you start practice tomorrow. Try to get some scores from some other games. So we apologize, but we are back. So it was 20-10 with less than about 4 minutes left in the game. Bellarmine finished with a 45-4 run to close the game. That's not like a run, Luis. That's like a 45-4 marathon. But it's only one loss. Everybody at least has got a loss now in the West Catholic Athletic League. Try to get some. We've got our final stats. Jesus with 5. Alcantara with 5 for the Padres. They did not make a 3. They were 0 for 13. They were out-rebounded 32-17 for the Bells. Denker with 16 points, and I'm thinking close to 6 assists the way that he distributed the basketball. Dupree with 10, Keonchin with 11, and 10 rebounds. The Bells had 7 blocked shots. We call those Wilson burgers. And they're not on anybody's menu. They had that salty, leathery taste that nobody wants to eat. So quickly, let's remind you the next time we'll have a Bellarmine basketball game. It'll be January 31st as they host Mitty. So we'll wrap things up here from Patrick Wayne Valley Memorial Gymnasium, where the Bells beat Serra 65-14 to move their record to 13-1 and 3-1 in the WCAL and snap a Serra 8-game winning streak. And once again, our next game will be on the 31st at 7:30 as the Bells host Mitty. Pregame show at 7. You've been watching NorCal Sports TV. Thanks to our crew, Carlos Montañez, William Claytor, our statistician and research, Jeremy Hurtado, and our director, Luis Rangel. I'm Chris Babcock in San Jose. Good night, and thanks for being on the show.